Yeah, I think you are talking about the progression of how your role at Mission Africa evolved from being a volunteer to getting paid to you are heading towards the work that you currently do. But you are still describing to us the evolution of your role as a project manager for Mission Africa.
Yes. Okay, so I left Mission Africa for some time. I was still doing some projects here and there. I was just working kind of on a project basis. And during that time, I started working with a lot of other clients, and I realized how important it is to be aligned with the work that you do. So I worked with some people whose mission I didn't truly understand, whose field I didn't really understand, and it just didn't feel passionate. And after a while, I started to feel almost like a robot. I was just going, I was doing the work, I would go to sleep just to wake up and do it all over again. And that passion was missing from my life. And I needed to come back. I needed to come back and have this be something that I was doing that was a big part of my life once again. Mission Africa was in my heart the entire time. However, I needed to go out and kind of spread my wings from there since I had been doing it for so long. And once I did that, it just gave me the inspiration and motivation to come on back. And when I did, I felt that wholeness again. I felt that inspiration and that passion for doing more and reaching more people. Mission Africa's motto and tagline is changing lives one village at a time, but not just one village. It is one student, it is one family, it is one person at a time, one gift at a time. It is so much wrapped up in that. So with my role right now, there are a lot of different projects and different programs that Mission Africa does. And currently we are working on something called the Digital Navigation Project. And with this program, what we are doing is we are hosting free computer and free technical assistance, computer classes, on the phone technical assistance, and we'll start doing virtual classes as well for low income and immigrant families. And this work is very important because in this day and age, if you don't know how to use technology, you will basically get left behind. I was complaining the other day. I went into Target and I'm trying to get paper towels, but it was like the automatic dispenser and it wasn't working. And I'm like, if this was a manual dispenser, I would just be able to pull my paper towels and dry my hands and leave. However, I found myself muttering as I walked out. I'm like, everything is a robot these days. And as we can see with the power of computers and the power of machines and robots, that is just getting stronger and stronger. So computers are at the base of so much of what we do. Um, it's also very important because a lot of people that can be high ranking officials that are coming from other countries, they don't have to check their email. You can be a high government official working in Nigeria and you have a personal assistant or a secretary, and they do all the computer work for you. You don't have to do anything as far as the computer goes. So a lot of times you can still be high ranking, still be extremely intelligent, highly educated, but you don't know how to create a spreadsheet in Excel or use Microsoft Word. So right now we are having these classes and being able to tune in to the people's needs as far as learning how to use Microsoft Word, learning how to set up an email, pretty much anything that people need help with. Sometimes it might just be a smaller thing like, how do I connect my calendar to my phone? But anything like that, we are open. Like you mentioned before, though we do serve a lot of Africans and immigrants and such, we do not turn anyone away. So if you need assistance with any of that, we are open. We have classes twice a week on Tuesdays and Saturdays. And we have a new office located in Federal Way, Washington, where people can come in for those classes. And even in the office, we also have supplies there. We have canned foods if anybody needs canned foods. We have some sanitary supplies. So every time that Mission Africa is doing work in one area, we are also trying to pull in as many other areas of help as we can. We recently had our Smiles at Christmas outreach in December, where we give gifts to parents in order for them to give to their children. I've seen other Christmas events where they give the gifts directly to the children. However, we want the parents to be able to give their children gifts with dignity. So the children get to go to a carnival, they get the face painting, they get the Santa Claus and the cotton candy and popcorn and the party jumpers, while their parents get to discreetly shop for them. And while we were doing that, we were also gifting the parents with warm coats, with masks, and with at-home COVID tests. So like I said, Mission Africa is definitely a multi-armed and multifaceted organization, and we try to help wherever we can. Our three main focus areas are education, healthcare, and poverty alleviation. But like I said, as we're doing one, we are constantly reaching out to see where we can do the other.